Why are you here? Now, we could pass the microphone around and ask every one of you, why did you come here today? Okay? And we would probably be here for the next 4 hours. I don't think that would do any of us any good. So what I've done is to just try to speed this up is I've put together 3 categories. My guess is every one of you my hope is every one of you falls into one of these 3 categories. Okay? So let me see by a show of hands, help me out here. How many of you right now already have a website? Can I see by a show of hands who already has a website? How about over there? Anybody over there have a website? Got a couple of you? Okay, good. How many of you in this room, you don't have a website, however, you have a product or a service or a business that you know would go great on the internet, you just need to get that presence set up and online. How many of you fall into that category? Can I see? Okay, a few more of you. All right, then I guess I have to go to the last question here. How many of you in this room don't have a clue as to, let me finish, okay? How many of you don't have a clue as to what you want to sell? You just know you want to make money on the internet. How many of you fall into that category? All right. Dang, you guys are rough. You know, I guess I have to bring up the last one then. How many of you are not going to raise your hand no matter what I ask you today? How about that? Gotcha. They're always out there. Look at that. All right, that's fine. You know what? Here's the reality. It doesn't matter to me, and it doesn't matter to Stores Line which category you fall into. Here's why. They can help you. See, if you're somebody in this room that right now has a website, I have to assume something, that you're here because that website is not producing for you everything you want it to. Well, who better than a 12-year-old company that teaches people how to be successful online to partner with? And those of you in the room that right now have a product or service, some kind of idea that you've invented or something, you just don't know how to get it online and put it together and be successful? Huh. How about a company that's been teaching people for 12 years how to do it? And then those of you in the room that just don't have any clue right now, all you guys, you just know you want to make some cash? My gosh, that's all they've been doing for 12 years is teaching people how to do that. So whichever category you fall into, it doesn't matter. This is the company I am confident to help you accomplish those goals. Now, with that, we're going to switch gears here a little bit. Okay? I have not had a chance to meet any one of you in this room here today. Haven't had a chance to speak to any of you. Haven't taken a chance to shake any of your hands. However, I firmly believe I know something about every single one of you in this room. You know what it is? That whatever you've got going on in your life right now, outside of these doors, isn't getting it done for you. At least to the level that you want. Because if it was, guess what? You wouldn't be here. Absolutely. Okay? So let me be the first to congratulate you for coming to the conclusion on your own that you want something better tomorrow. But understand something. In order to have something better tomorrow, guess what you got to do? You got to change today. See, I told you this company is looking for people to meet certain characteristics. The very first characteristic they're looking for in people is the characteristic of change. That understand they got to do something different today to have a better tomorrow. Now, see, that change encompasses a lot of different things. I mean, I've been looking around here and looking at you guys. It's very obvious to me that some of you in this room do very well. Probably make a ton of money. Okay, and so you'd wonder, why would they be here? Well, you know what? Maybe right now they're making the wrong type of money. Maybe they're making what's called dependent money. Do you know what dependent money is? That depends on you going out there and busting your butt 20 hours a day in order to make it. And they're tired of it, and they would rather have independent money, which allows you to go out and do what you want and still have that money come in. That's not dependent on you punching that clock. Now, some of you in this room, maybe right now, trying to make ends meet, you got 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs, just trying to make enough money to pay the bills to make ends meet. And you're tired of working that hard. You want to be able to consolidate. You want to work smarter rather than harder. And maybe some of you in this room, unfortunately, have been a victim of the recent crisis. You know, you've been laid off, you've been fired, you lost your job, or you had a bunch of investments that have now disappeared, and what you thought was going to be your retirement has disappeared. And you just need to make some money. Whatever your personal situation is, I congratulate you for coming to the conclusion you need a change. But I'm telling you, You got to do something different if you want a different tomorrow. Otherwise, all you do is fall under the definition of insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting some kind of different result. So you can't keep doing more of what you're doing right now and expect it to be different tomorrow, because it won't. Because if all you do is do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. So let's make the change and make something happen different tomorrow. All right.